Hey, what's up? I'm Tess Wicks, the host of Words and Money and the blogger behind TessWicks.com. And in under 5 minutes, I'm going to show you my 5 tips that'll get you on your next travel adventure in less than a year. Before we dive in, I want you to know a little bit more about me. Just over a year ago, I was sitting in a cubicle feeling chained to my work. I would work until 2 a.m., get home, go to sleep for about 4 hours, and then wake up, eat a beef stick out of my fridge, and get back to work. I was addicted to the grind and hustle, and although I was making good money, I was losing myself. I knew that what I really wanted in life was to have the freedom, the time, the location, and the financial freedom to work whenever and wherever I wanted. So I set out on a journey, and I've been able to achieve certain things by just changing little tweaks in my life. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Tip number 1, open up a separate savings account. I have 7 savings accounts that are all based on various goals, from attending other people's weddings to throwing my own. I also have an adventure and travel savings account. So every month, I contribute a little bit of money from my paycheck into that account. After several months, I've grown that account and the balance, and I can use that to take myself on my dream vacation. Step number 2 is to automate your finances. This is what you do. Your income comes in, you call up your credit card company or your utility company and you say, hey, I want to automatically pay my bill out of this bank account 7 days or 5 days after I get my paycheck. What else do you automate? Your savings. Automatically draw money from your checking account into your goals-based savings account, like your travel account. Make a few small tweaks. Now, I'm not going to tell you to give up your AM latte because Lord knows this girl can't. But there are probably certain parts of your life where you don't need to be spending as much as you think. Maybe you really love Netflix and chill, but you could probably borrow maybe a friend's or your mom and dad if they're generous. Or do some other things. Have happy hour at home with your friends. Go buy some 2-buck chuck at Trader Joe's and bring it inside. Plus, more privacy so you can talk about all the gross things that you wouldn't talk about in public, right? Or do like me, give yourself a little shopping ban. From January to April, I don't buy any clothes. This might sound weird and it might sound really hard, but for me, it's pretty easy. I live in Chicago where everyone's wearing winter coats anyway. Think about different things that you can tweak slightly about your life. Maybe you really don't need to be spending money on all these lattes because you make a better one at home. Figure out what that is and make a few small tweaks. Don't deprive yourself. Don't make yourself eat ramen noodles forever. Just figure out what's important to you and then tweak off of everything else. Tip number 4 is to pick up a side hustle and find some side money. Do you love helping people get fit? You can get certified as a personal trainer or a group fitness trainer and do that before 9 a.m. to go to work. Or maybe you're really talented at writing and you have an expertise in a certain niche. Ever thought of freelance writing for various companies? You can do this whenever you want. At work, don't tell your boss, or at night before bed, or again in the morning before you go to work. Figure out what your talents and your skills are. Maybe think about some hobbies that would pay a little bit and start using that extra side hustle money to take yourself on your next vacation. Tip number 5 may seem a little bit counterintuitive, but it's actually very productive. That is to start planning your trip. If you don't have that goal set in place and you don't have a deadline to meet, you'll probably procrastinate and probably use some of that trip money for other things that are less important to you. So set the wheels in motion and start planning your trip. This is super easy. Figure out the date, maybe even buy the plane ticket with some money you have elsewhere, and then save your other money while you're getting closer to the trip towards that deficit that you created for yourself. Make a commitment to a friend that you're going to go on a trip with. Tell them that you're going to be there at this date and this time and you expect them to meet you. There's nothing better than disappointing your friend if you don't get your booty in gear and save up that money and take the trip of a lifetime. And that's it. Those are my 5 tips for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and all I ask of you is subscribe to Words and Money on iTunes or Stitcher. You can click here or here and get me in your ear every single week. Have a good day. Straw on fleek.